every day.
So today's adventures bring us to Western Virginia, and we're here at the New River Trail State Park because we're going to ride the New River Trail. So we're staying up in Claytor Lake, which is in Dublin, and we were going to start there. But we found out that the Big Reed Trestle is out, so we had to change our plans. Again, that's out because of the hurricane from last year. And we're going to start here and head on down. Maybe do about 40 miles today. Well, we'll see how it goes. Starting out about 65 degrees, supposed to get up into the mid-70s today. So, going to be an awesome day for a ride. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
We're not too far down the trail, but we're already making a little pit stop here at Foster Falls because of the view. Beautiful. Nice little rest area here. Bathhouses. They say the trail is crushed stone. Great shape so far. Well, as I said, when we took off this morning, it was 66. When you get back here in the shade, it feels every bit of 66. Cool bridge here. Goes over a road there. Goes over another road here. Up there, you got the interstate. Got a little bit of everything going on right here. Well, obviously one of the reasons they call this the New River Trail is it runs pretty much all the way along the New River. So some beautiful views all the way along so far. We're over 3 miles into the trail from the state park. It's been completely tree covered so far. Any of you that have ridden this before in the fall, I can only imagine the changing of the leaves would be a spectacular time to ride it. So about 4 miles in, this part of the trail has actually moved away from the New River. The river is way off to my right. So we'll see how long this part of the trail goes away from the river. The last two bridges we've been across seem like they've been brand new. So don't know if they were part of the hurricane or just basic upkeep. Again, a nice little rest area if you need it. We're back along the New River again. Wasn't too long. If you've watched any of our previous videos, Betsy's not a big fan of tunnels, but I think she'll be okay with this tunnel. But she is slowing down. Her headlights working pretty good. And out the other side. So if you're in this area on September 20th and you want a little triathlon experience, here you are. Well, here's an interesting little stop along the trail, which is just right up there. It's the Ivanhoe Birding Trail. And as you can tell, people have walked along this trail and then they come back up and they mark when they have seen certain birds. If you're into birding, this is an interesting place to stop. Well, if you were inclined to pack a lunch, there has been no shortage of places to sit down and have a picnic. So this is the Ivanhoe Bridge. You know, we see a lot of remnants of the horses, but we're not seeing any horses yet. Every bridge we've gone across so far looks like they've been redoing them this year. This one here looks like it's just been finished. Yep, brand new wood, you can even smell it. So they're doing a little maintenance this year, which is great. Well, I said earlier they've been redoing a lot of the bridges. Well, I think we just found one that is out. So they said there was a detour around it. So let's see if there is. There appears to be. Let's see where it goes. So they got us going under the bridge and back up this side. That's not much of a detour at all. Well, we have our normal potty break. So just off the trail, we have Duck Dam. We just passed another small dam, and I do believe they said this is now Billsby Reservoir, and I do believe it's utilized to generate hydroelectric power. Alright, so coming down from the state park, this is where you actually come to Freeze Junction. And if you take the left hand, you can see it's 12 miles down to Galix. And if you take the right fork here, you're going to head down to Freeze, which is where we're going to go, because that's our lunch destination and where we had planned for about 21.5 miles from the state park. Betsy's taking a little break. So I think we made it to the little town of Freeze. We hope that's how it's pronounced. So our lunch destination today was the Windy River Cafe here in Freeze. So what'd you think of lunch?
Another good lunch. Down home, small town restaurant.
And since we had an option of one restaurant, it was really good that it turned out to be good.
It was worth it. It was really good.
It really was. All right, now we got the 21.5 miles back. Just down from the Windy River Cafe is the Freeze Park here, right on the New River. So before we start our travels back, taking a little break. Nice little park. People out there enjoying the river. There's a number of these along the way, just these small little waterfalls that are feeding the New River. Alright, well, we have finally seen some horses on the trail. And Betsy just ran into me. Finally see some horses on the trail. So we're about 5 miles out of Freeze, heading back towards the state park, and just as we expected, hasn't been any downhills, but the grade seems to be just slightly downhill. Still have to pedal, but it seemed easier than on the way up. Well, it's warmed up like they said this afternoon. It's probably maybe 74, 75, so we've lost the jackets and heading back to Foster Falls. Little visitor up right in front of Betsy. Off he goes. Well, this is right along the trail, but I guess look at that, it's like a drain. Wouldn't want to be here in the middle of a flash flood, that's for sure. right, our adventures on the New River State Trail coming to a close. Up there is Foster Falls, the Welcome Center. Looks like when we're all said and done, we're going to have done about 42.5 miles today. So it's a good ride. My opinion, I mean, again, another 5-star trail, a lot of beautiful scenery. Not a lot of diversity, you know, a lot of the same thing, but very serene, very tranquil ride, so to speak. So we'll see what Betsy has to say here in a minute. All right, so what do you think?
I enjoyed it. It's a beautiful trail. It's not a lot of diversity. It's well maintained, pretty level. But it was beautiful. I would do it the next half that we didn't get to do.
When they finish the Big Reed Trestle, we still have 20 more miles to the north that we'd like to do someday. But as Betsy said, thumbs up from us. Till next time.